All right, you're 48, as I understand.
48.
Okay.
Feel like I'm 68, but I'm 48.
Okay, so you're not retiring.
Oh gosh, no.
Okay,
No.
so what's next for you?
Yeah, what's next for me, and I don't want to do any major announcements. I really want to take about a month here to spend time with my family, something I really haven't been able to do for 9 years. And I really want to focus on that. There are some great opportunities out there in the private sector. That's where I came from, was the private sector. I'm thrilled to go back to the private sector. The opportunities are out there, but I don't really want to finalize anything or really even start those conversations until I'm cleanly away from the county. So I'll begin those conversations in January. But I'm not going to want for things to do. My phone's already ringing, as you might hear, with opportunities that are out there, but I'm not going to really look at that until sometime in January. But right, I want to go back in the private sector. What that looks like, we'll talk about that sometime in late January, early February.
No, I mean, I'm sure a lot of folks, I mean, you're obviously been around, for a while. My understanding is your salary as the executive is about 120 grand, somewhere in that ballpark.
Right.
I'm sure you're probably just not walking away, with not having some idea of what might be next. I mean, you mentioned the private sector, so would it be fair to say that that you have had offers that you are considering?
Sure, and I think there are a number of things that I'm going to contemplate. I don't want to discuss any of those publicly just yet as we start to walk that process down. But it's safe to say I'm not going to want for things to do. The grass is not going to grow too long underneath my feet. So I think there are lots of great opportunities out there, but I'm still going to stay civically involved. There's still a lot of projects that are important to this community, that are important to me, that I want to stay involved in from a civic standpoint, but from a financial standpoint, from an employment standpoint. I think for my family, I think this is going to be a wonderful transition.
Is the transit authority a possibility? Because I know obviously you're very much involved. You're not going to work for them.
Thanks for doing that, by the way. Oh, God bless you. That'd be awesome. Yeah, thanks. In terms of the KCHEA, I think I know that Joe Reardon stepped on to move up to the chamber, which raises the profile of transit. Robbie Mackinnon is in there right now as the interim. I think he'd be an excellent choice for the ATA. I'm not stepping away from running a large institution to want to go run another large institution. I think for me, it really gets back to my first love, which is practicing law. I went to law school. I enjoy doing that very much. This has been public service. I think rarely in this business do people walk out like I'm doing on a high note. That's exactly the way I wanted to do it the entire time I was here, and go back into the private sector, practice law, which financially just means so much for my family. I got a 9-year-old son, a 12-year-old son. You begin to think about college. How are you going to pay for college? Where are they going to go? Bills, things that just sort of arise, right? It's been a great job. It's been a great 9 years, but that really, to those conversations with my dad, I mean, that's my focus, is making sure that my family's financially sound, that they can go to any college they want to go to in the United States. And you can't do that from the chair of the county executive's job. You can only do that in the private sector.
And do you anticipate like hanging your own shingle? Would that be an option? So you're not going to do that?
No, I think there's going to be a lot of places to land, and I'm going to entertain a lot of those offers as they come in, and I'm waiting on those until January. But when those come in, I think for me the future, very excited about the future.